so much that we share that it's time we're away. It's a small world after all. Oh, it's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. It's a small world after small world after all. It's a small world. It's a small world after. It's a small world after small world after all. It's a small world.
Ah! Help!
There is just one moon and a golden sun, and a smile means friendship to everyone. The mountains divide and the oceans are one. It's a small world after all.
It got me, it got me.
It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all.
Ooh, it's a rough world out there. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Oh, I think I'll keep my hat on. It's kind of windy. I don't know what's going on around here, but this world is like really crazy. It's driving me insane. And I, for one, I don't know what to do anymore. In fact, I'll be right back. Hold on one sec. Well, you know, it's really funny because I've been thinking about this song and everything for the last, I don't know, couple of hours maybe. And how am I going to post this on Facebook and everything? And I thought it would be really fun to, I don't know, do a little ditty sort of live in person. So this is me, Sue Anderson, or Sue Anders Sunshine, silliness, stories, legends, laughter, and love. Coming to you live from my home, my humble abode. There's a mess all around me that I really need to clean up, but you know, that can wait. Because this is really cool and it's fun and it's exciting and it's such a small world. But it's God's world. You know, on that day, they will say to Jerusalem, "Do not fear, Zion. Do not let your hands hang limp. The Lord your God is with you, the mighty warrior who saves. He will take great delight in you. In his love, he will no longer rebuke you, but will rejoice over you with singing. I will remove from you all who mourn over the loss of your appointed festivals, which is a burden and reproach for you." Zephaniah 3:16 through 18. And now I'm sure you're wondering about this rendition of It's a Small World that I have come up with. Well, I have to ask you to bear with me for just one moment because, you know, the background music, nice as it is, gets in the way of my thoughts. Even though it is really relaxing, beautiful music, I could just start singing that. But that's not what you're here for, I know. And you want to know what this is about, right? Right. And trust me, you'll have fun, I promise. So hold that thought just for 1 second. Peace and quiet at last. I have my lifesaver. That would be God. This is my God's world. It's a world of triumph, a world of blame. It's a world where there's no need to stay bound in shame. For his blood has been shed, he hath risen from the dead, This is my God's world. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. It's a world of laughter, a world of cheer. Where's my pom-poms? So then where do I go when I'm stricken with fear? In his name I shall hide till my fears all subside. This is my God's world. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. It's a world of right foots, a world of lefts. With the hokey pokey, there are no sure bets. Then God turns me around, takes my eyes off the ground. This is my God's world. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. It's a world of singing, a world of fun. There are things to do when there's weeks without sun. In the rain I will dance and perhaps take a chance. This is my God's world. Sing it with me. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. It's a world of triumph, a world of shame. It's a world where there's no need to be bound in shame. For his blood he has shed, he hath risen from the dead. This is my God's world. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. Isn't that just so awesome? I'm just so overjoyed. I just want to get out and sing and dance and, well, but life goes on. You know, in these stormy times, what do? Psalm 6, D1, verse 3 through 5 says, "For you have been my refuge, a strong tower against the foe. I long to dwell in your tent forever and take refuge in the shelter of your wings. For you, God, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name." Psalm 18:28 through 36 says, "You, Lord, keep my lamp burning bright. My God turns my darkness into light. With your help, I can advance against a troop. With my God, I can scale a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The Lord's word is flawless. He shields all who take refuge in him. For who is God besides the Lord? And who is the rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect." I love that verse. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights.
He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. I can be strong. I can be strong. This is so cool. You make your saving help my shield. He's my lifesaver. And your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. You provide a broad path for my feet so that my ankles do not turn. Oh, I love you, my Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, and my deliverer. My God is my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold. I called to the Lord, Lord! And he answered. He is worthy of praise, and I have been saved by my enemies. It's a world of triumph, a world of shame. It's a world where there's no need to stay bound in shame. For his blood has been shed, he hath risen from the dead. This is my God's world. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. This is God's world after all. In his arms is the place to fall. This is God's world after all. This is my God's world. This is our God's world. Yes, he's not just my God. He's your God too. And you can share him. Isn't that exciting? Oh, jeez. This hat's getting kind of funky on my head. But you know what? I kind of like it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little ditty. And maybe there will be a follow-up. I don't know. It was fun to do. So, with that, I'll say, ahoy. Keep safe out there. And when all else fails, even when the hokey pokey fails, turn to God, and he'll turn you right around.